there. Yes, I did. Today, we're gonna be talking about glow and what it means to fight like a girl. Yeah, that's right. I'll fuck you up. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of no man. Hey guys, I'm Rachel Evans, your host for today, and I am here with Taya Valkyrie. Taya, tell them how they know you.
You guys know me from Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling. I've been wrestling for 8 years. I'm trained by Lance Storm. I was working for AAA in Mexico. I was the two-time Reina de Reinas champion and the first ever non-Mexican born woman to do so, as well as being the longest reigning.
Yeah, that's right. You heard it here first. Shut up, dogs, we're shooting. Oh, okay. Be quiet over there, dogs. I'm trying to talk to my friend. So today, we're gonna be talking about what it means to fight like a girl, which meant something completely different in the 80s, as you see from Glow on Netflix, as it does today, especially for women wrestlers. So today, we're gonna be looking at that through a few different lenses: physicality, character development, pacing, and public image. So let's start with physicality. What did that look like for professional wrestling in the 80s, specifically for women?
Well, I guess it was a lot less physical than it is now. And I just think that as a sport, it was just more simple and more technical, whereas now we're like expected to do all these, crazier, bigger moves and, go through tables, chairs, ladders, all that stuff. So it's changed a lot.
One thing I noticed watching Glow is a lot of very graceful movements.
Pretty things.
A lot of pretty things, a lot of things where you're like, ooh, her legs are on the neck. Yes, go girl. But not a lot of like what we've come to expect from wrestling. What kinds of moves weren't expected of female wrestlers in the 80s that now you just are expected to know all the things?
You're expected to know all of the things, all the fancy stuff, all the dives, everything, all the technique, and from all different countries and everything like that.
Yeah.
We're really expected to be doing giant, crazy finishers, and we're suplexing people through tables no problem now.
I think more than their capability, the female wrestlers weren't really given the platform to show their physicality, to show what they're able to do.
Yeah, exactly, and their talents, they weren't given the opportunity to show exactly how talented they were.
I think the best example of the old guard dead and the new guard alive is your match against Brian Cage.
I would have to agree.
I mean, there were no gimmicks.
I'm glad I got to wrestle Brian. He's one of the best. He knows how to tell a story really well with the woman and make us look strong, not make us look like the weak, smaller. Yeah, I'm half the size of Brian Cage.
Yes.
But we're like two warriors in the ring trying to fight. There's no pink corner and blue corner.
Yes.
It's just two people that are trying to win the fight, and I love that.
We've talked a lot about physicality, but I think as important as physicality is story in wrestling and character development. And something that was so left out of story were the women's stories.
Yes, 100%. And now I feel like you can have several storylines going on the same show for different women at the same time. That's
And
what
it's
we wanted.
not predicated on the man.
No, it can be just the women having their own storylines. It doesn't have to be a love angle. It doesn't have to be any sort of strange, poor woe is me. No, it can be a cool, fun story that are being told about the women themselves. I think the world of wrestling is allowing us to create characters that are interesting and have layers and aren't just, I'm blonde and I'm pretty and I do a cartwheel. It's a cool time to be in wrestling.
It is. I'm waiting for the female Rikishi. Once we have a female Rikishi, I know that we have one.
What,
I could be it. You're so right. Oh my God. I'm ready. I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna go sit on somebody's face.
Oh my God.
Not like that.
Oh.
He sat on people's faces.
He did.
A big thing that kind of made me chuckle, giggle, haha a little bit in Glow was the pacing of the matches. Oh my God. Why so slow? Is that what it was like? Yeah, what is this? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's pretty good.
It's an art form, right?
Yes.
So it's evolving and changing constantly. So I think especially right now with like more influences of Lucha Libre style, which is a faster paced style, you're seeing matches just be like, sometimes you're like 30 billion things are happening at once. But that was never the case back in the day at all.
No, especially in a vintage women's match. You're not gonna see heavy hitting and you're not gonna see fast pacing. So what you're left with is kind of like a weird dance they weren't meant to be believable because they were like, well, they're just little ladies. They couldn't possibly.
Sad but true.
So can you speak briefly about what the public perception of female wrestlers was like in the 80s? Because I remember watching, they were still just sex objects or freaks.
Fresh, bloody, little, tiny morsels of American flesh.
Yeah, there was no in between, and there was a lot of the pillow fight matches and bra and panty matches and stuff like that. Stuff is not happening anymore, thank God. And I'm really happy to be part of that change.
When did you know you wanted to be a wrestler?
When I was a little girl and I used to watch it on TV, I think just like everybody. But I mean, I was picked on a lot when I was growing up, so I would look at the women that are beautiful and stunning and talented on my television, and I was like, I was never gonna be like that, you know what I mean?
Like when I was a kid watching wrestling, I remember seeing Chyna, and like there's such extremes between Chyna and Kelly, and I couldn't find myself in that.
And I think that they are having more relatable women on our televisions as well, which is great, because not everybody is a Kelly, not everybody is a Chyna, so you want to have the Baileys and the different kind of the characters people can relate to. We do that on Lucha, now they're doing it on Impact. I mean, it's everywhere in professional wrestling, and I think that it's more accessible for, little girls to be inspired by wrestlers nowadays than maybe in the past.
I think we've really covered a lot. Where we've been in the way of physicality, how there's a lot more expected of female wrestlers now, how character development is so much more important because you're a full human, you're a full woman, and you should be regarded as such. Pacing much faster, and public perception. Women are strong and they always have been. I love the thought of the women that you discount or negate as not as good wrestlers or people that were just arm candy, they still had to show up.
They had to show up and they had to fight and they had to deal with the fact that they probably wanted to be in there and kicking ass and doing, crazier stuff, but weren't really given that opportunity. So I mean, every woman that's ever stepped in a ring, first of all, I commend you because this is hard. This is a hard job, and someone's got to do it. But I mean, all of them fought for what we now are able to do. So I commend you for sure.
Bless you and thank you.
Yeah.
Where do you think wrestling, specifically women's wrestling, is left to go? What's next?
The sky is the limit, Rachel.
Yes, baby, the sky is the limit. For me, next step, female GMs. I need some female wrestling promoters. There are a few.
There needs to be more, definitely.
There needs to be more women on top.
Yeah. But also promoters need to give us the opportunity to shine. Pay us equal pay. Yeah, I'm looking at you in there.
Hi. We see you, and don't think we don't talk because we do.
But it's like actually like a really, really big problem is that we're always being underpaid compared to the men. Even though I'm going through the same table as he is, for some reason we don't get paid the same. But I mean, we're trying to go in the positive direction. So promoters out there, do that.
Do the right thing.
Put more women's matches on your show. Why do you only have to have one women's match?
Thank y'all so much for watching The Fighting Show. Subscribe to Gamma Ray. Turn on the bell for notifications so you get notificated. Whenever we up. Is it Gamma Ray?
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's a new video. I'm excited to watch it.
Spoon finger.